Good morning. Um, Women and tzitzit. I was told just a few days ago by Johnny, actually, that tzitzit are only for men, and I've been wearing tzitzit ever since we've been together. So it was kind of a shock to hear him say that. So let's look at women in tzitzit. Are they only for men? Tzitzit. If you don't know what a tzitzit is, it's the tassels that, if you've ever seen an Orthodox Jewish person, they'll be wearing these tassels on their clothes, except they don't put a blue thread on in theirs usually, but just hang them off of your shirt usually. But I clip them to my pants, which I know a lot of people will say you're not supposed to do that, but I say it's better to have them on, maybe not exactly how you're supposed to wear them, than to not wear them at all if you're commanded to wear them. But let me give you a little story first. I went to Israel in 2012. Yeah. It was around April 2012 or May, and I needed to decompress. So I sold my Jeep and took the money that I got from my Jeep, and I was going to stay in Israel as long as I could. I had no reservations made. I was just going to wing it, you might say. But I did pick out this little um, hostel in Tiberias called Tiberias Hostel that I was going to try for a week and see if I liked it and then go from there. So I show up and I, uh, what do you call it? Jet lag is really hard on me, especially that far away. So it takes me about a week to get my bearings and to get my sleep back, because I can't sleep on a plane. I'm too excited. So anyway, after the week, I liked it, and I talked to the proprietor, and I was asking him what a month would be, and I stayed there a month, and it was pretty cheap, but I ended up staying there 11 months. But during that time, I was wearing tzitzit back then too, and he saw my tzitzit one day, and he laughed at me, and he said, "Tzitzit are for men's." He said men's, and I was like, "No, they're not. They're for women too." But since he laughed at me, I took them off and didn't wear them the rest of the time I was there. But I got to studying about it, and let me show you what I found. I am in Numbers 15, if you want to turn there. And I'll start in verse 35 to give it some context. Because Johnny would say that I should look at the verses before. So, verse 35 reads, "Then Yahovah said to Moshe, the man must surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones outside the camp. So as Yahovah commanded Moshe, all the congregation brought him outside the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died." This was the guy that was picking up sticks on Shabbat, on the Sabbath. So then Yahweh says again, verse 37, Yahovah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel. Tell them to make tassels on the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and to put a blue thread in the tassels of the corners. And you shall have the tassel, that you may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of Yahovah, and do them, and that you may not follow the harlotry to which your own heart and your own eyes are inclined, and that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy to Elohim. That's the plural, your Elohim. I am Yahovah Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your Elohim. I am Yahovah Elohim. Okay, well, if you just, all you have is the English and you read this, it says, children of Israel. Okay, well, that's, children is boys and girls. And that you shall have the tassel that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahovah and do them. Well, I mean, don't women need to be reminded about commandments too? Sorry, it's so shaky. But anyway, so that's why I began to wear the tzitzit. Well, when Mayor said that in Tiberias, I had this Bible then, and so I looked it up, and it said B'nai Israel, as the children of Israel was B'nai Israel, which Ben is son, B'nai is plural sons of Israel. Okay, well, there you go. Sons of Israel. So, case closed. Or is it? If you will give me another minute, I want to dig into this a little deeper. All right. If you would, turn in your Bible to Exodus 35 if you have a Hebrew Chumash, or if you have a Hebrew Bible like this, that would be even more better. But anyway, if you just have the English, we'll deal with that too. Okay. So Exodus 35 starts out, then Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said to them, these are the words which Yahovah has commanded you to do. And then he continues. Okay. Then Moses gathered